You're full.
Oh, did I ever tell you this story about Bill Cosby?
No.
So I dated a girl in like 05, 06, 07 in New York. Beautiful girl, mixed race, and like cool, whatever, great. And she used to talk about Bill Cosby came up one time. She was like, "Oh, Mr. Cosby, what a sweet man." And I was like, "What? What do you, huh?" She's like, "Oh yeah. One time I was on the street crying, and Mr. Cosby walked up and introduced himself and was like, 'Why are you crying?' And you know, and we struck up a friendship." And I was like, "He was trying to fuck you, just so you know." I was like, "Just so you know, he was trying to fuck you." She's like, "No, he was not trying to fuck me." Like, and like, "What are you talking about?" Like, "No, he wasn't trying to fuck you." Again, like I'm an animal for suggesting it. Like, you're so boorish. Why would you possibly think?
Right.
And it's like, cause I fucking met the guy, and he's not a good dude. And so she defended him. He used to take me to plays, just all this shit. I'm like, okay.
He just had a long game.
Yeah, man. And so then all this Cosby shit comes out. And I text her. I go, "So what do you think? What do you think of your boy?" And she goes, she said something like, "I think, like he absolutely did it, and I think his wife was in on it." Whoa. Which, again, I don't know what she meant by that. But so then we're texting back and forth. And she goes, "You know, one time I was supposed to meet him in Philadelphia, and he told me what to wear and how to wear my hair."
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And she goes, "And thankfully, I got sick."
She was going to do it? She was going to wear what he wanted?
Yeah.
Wow, that was the time.
Yeah. And
he built it up.
Yeah, and he was going to take her to the ultimate musical. And thankfully she got sick and didn't go. And I was like, and the whole time it's like, yeah, that's the thing that one of the things with some of these stories is like, why would Bill Cosby want to be friends with some lady? Do you know what I mean? Like, what? Just because you're great looking.
Yeah. Well, I think it's entirely possible that a guy could be friends with a beautiful woman. Even though he wants to fuck her, just keep it together and just be friends with her, and find some interesting muse qualities.
I don't think it's impossible, but I do think it's not very likely in my experience with humanity.
Right. No, it's true.
And also, why would a guy torture himself like that? Why? It's like when a guy has a hot nanny. Dummy. Ugly nanny.
Yeah.
Fucking don't. Why do that to yourself?
The hot nanny always winds up being a problem.
Oh, fucking every
the hot
time.
Nanny knows she's hot too.
Yeah. Does she though, Joe?
The hot nanny.
No, she sweats. I wear sweats all day.
Let me pick that up for you.
What are you talking about? You're such a good dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just don't hire a hot nanny.
Yeah, I would give that advice as well.
I wouldn't hire a hot assistant.
That's good advice as well.
I don't know if I ever told you the story. So I hired an assistant for the second season of Chappelle Show, right? And interviewed a bunch of people, and this girl came in super just like sharp, just like I could just tell she was sharp, but she also happened to be good looking, and so I hire her, and Chappelle sees her and goes, "Word, she was the most qualified," and I was like, "Yeah, she was the most qualified." Now, I was like, "Yeah, she was the most qualified. Believe me." Now, and I was proven right because she has since gone on to produce Ghostbusters and The Heat and all these movies. And she just happens to be good looking. But it was one of these things I was like, I fucking knew it. I fucking told you she was qualified. She's just good.
What were you talking about with that girl you'd met Cosby and he wasn't a nice guy?
Oh, I met Cosby at Arsenio one time because I'm a million years old. I met a woman named Joy Dolce who used to be in the talent department at Arsenio. And she was friends with Dave because Dave did Arsenio, whatever. So she would like just go, "Hey, come by the show today." This is like when Arsenio was on the original, like in '94. So I went by one day and Cosby was the guest, and he just like kind of fucking berated me about, like, he was talking about the history of slavery, and he's like, and then the Dutch man came and he pointed at me, and I was like, I'm not Dutch. And he just like didn't back down. I was like, okay. But it was just that he was just a really condescending dude. And I was 19, so, you know, he had a right to be condescending, but
not really.
But I'll whatever. Like, Bill Cosby is a brilliant fucking guy. And but he's just not I wouldn't I mean, knowing what I know now, he's a real piece of garbage, but my interaction with him at that time wasn't pleasant.
Right.
And just seeing how he talked to people, it's just like, this guy's fucking not a good dude.